Chuck Hildebrandt, the sociologist, had a sabbatical coming up in 1981. And he approached his dean, Gordon Leversey, about taking that sabbatical at Yad Vashem in Jerusalem. When he came back, he was on a mission. Chuck's office was chock-a-block full of books and materials, and he wanted his students to have access to that collection. So in 1983, the Holocaust Resource Center was established.
It's an amazing thing, but it was not planned. It has grown organically from a very small enterprise in a closet at the library at King State to become a world-renowned organization just by virtue of the passion and energy and commitment of the people who have been involved.
The Cohen Center is a valuable resource, not just for New Hampshire, but for our nation and for the world. It is so important that there are people who are researching the causes of genocide, connecting it to real-life events, and helping people understand we have a role, each human being has a role in combating hate and violence.
We're still seeing genocide happen. And that in itself makes this work so important. When I think about the students I teach, they can be people who prevent genocide.
We have to teach history, the true history. If we don't do this, if we don't speak up, people won't know and they're bound to repeat it.
It touches so many different aspects of life and of education, and the students who are exposed to what is being offered by the center and by the academic program at Keene State are changed when they leave those classes. And they go out into the world and they will make a difference.
And at a time when a lot of things feel really, really scary, the Cohen Center is a steady voice that provides reason and logic and scholarly thought to make sense of what's going on.
They have this wonderful summer institute where teachers come to learn how to teach Holocaust studies. Tom goes out and speaks in schools, and I think it's very important to be able to teach children what happened so that they know and it doesn't happen again.
I first did the Summer Institute in 2008, and I was a young teacher then, and I learned all these different perspectives. And ultimately, I was able to take that and develop my own high school course. That was an amazing experience.
It makes me feel good. It makes our community feel good, knowing that Tom and Kate and others are going out and speaking about the Holocaust, the history behind it, and how we can prevent future genocides.
Their engagement with the community and the campus, the liaison that they provide between campus and community, provides more opportunities for everybody. The Cohen Center has been front and center in my development, personally and professionally. I had the opportunity to participate in the Cohen Center's 2017 trip to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I remember being a teenager growing up in Nebraska in the 90s when the war in Bosnia was happening, and being on streets in Sarajevo and recognizing familiar scenes from those that I saw on the news when I was coming of age, and just beginning to see some of the dots connect. I'm eternally grateful for the role that they've been able to play in my life.
When I think about the work that the Cohen Center does and that the New Hampshire Center for Justice and Equity does, as we think about New Hampshire and the Granite State and its whole, it's changing, and our demography is changing. And there are forces out here who may not appreciate the beautiful nuance of the patchwork quilt communities in which we're becoming. And there has been a significant uptick in race-based violence and rhetoric. And if we're going to encourage people to think differently, then it's critical that we work together.
The mission of the Cohen Center, I fear to say, will be relevant long into the future.
Ideally, I'd like the center to not have a reason to exist. That being said, that probably won't happen in my lifetime.
We don't know what the future will look like. The Cohen Center will be here to do the work of creating a better world, bringing all humanity closer together.